in Nigeria, before we can blend as one people, is going to take time. And to tell you what, we have done incredibly so much. What we have done in the last 12 months is what will take people 50 to 100 years to be able to accomplish. This is why I'm so happy that you're asking this kind of question on a platform where the whole world is watching, where Nigerians are watching, where Africans are watching, to understand that our struggle is just beginning. In fact, I am even happy that we did not take power straight on, because if we take up, that is, you know why it's called power? It is called power because it is not something that is cheap and small. It is important for us to build capacity. If we can just give up in 1 or 2 circles, then we are not even ready to take power. I give you an example. You see the current president of Nigeria, he has been consistent in what he has been doing for the last 50 years of his life, whatever it is that he has been doing. People who are embedded in taking the life of a nation, people who are criminally minded, people who are opposite of us, have been sowing seed and consistent in what they've been doing for many, many years. But when you come back to us, those of us who claim to be righteous, those of us who claim to be moral, those of us who claim to be on the right path, those of us who claim to be young people, we don't want to pay the price of perseverance. We don't want to pay the price of people like Mandela. We don't want to pay the price of people like Martin Luther King. We don't want to pay the price that it will take for us to get power. I'm telling you, this is why it's important for us to have these kinds of conversation, for the young people to understand that this is just the beginning. If we don't take power in 2023, we will take it in 2027. If we don't take it in 2027, we'll take it in 2031. We must build a resolution that come what may. This is not a fight that we're going to fight just, it's not a career of a lifetime. It's not a 4 years that we're going to spend in school. This is the power of a nation. We are fighting for generations to come. It's not going to come just in one life cycle. I believe that in taking these kinds of message to every place in Africa, to every place in Nigeria, more young people are going to come out, because now they understand why they failed. That's why I told you that voting alone will not give us power. There is what is called negotiating power, but we can't do it here right now. There is also what is called defending your power. We can't do it right now. Young people must, in South Africa, ANC have a school of politics. If you look at the Obedati movement, 90% of obedience, they have the energy and raw power. They are sincere, but they don't understand politics. The determination and the power to withstand people over many periods of time, over 5, 10, 15, 20 years. This is what real power is about. If you look at the people who are in the governance structure in Nigeria today, they've been doing this thing in the last 60 years. If we're able to take up power in the next 4 years, we're going to hold up power for the next 100 years. Who, like nature and like the scripture, because what we are gaming for, because we're like bamboo tree. What we have done right now, people should not even see anything. Right now, we should begin the campaign for the next election. By tomorrow, the judgment that will ratify probably the president of Nigeria is going to be done. We are hoping that they should do the right thing, because it hasn't happened yet. I have hope that they will do the right thing. But should they ratify him, we will continue to build as though we're not going to wait until 2026 or 2025. We will begin the work from now. We'll begin the work from this interview that we're having right now, from this raising consciousness that we're having right now, from this hangout, for young people to understand that we have never come close to power like we have come. And guess what? We actually won. If we didn't win, we wouldn't know that it was stolen. The fact that we know that it was stolen means that we won, which means that in the next circle, we will do what we need to do to defend it and ensure that it is not stolen. This is what we need to do. There is no better time for the young people to galvanize themselves around themselves, ensure that they understand governance, understand politics, begin to school, begin to study, and begin to network. Nigeria need to network from south to the north, from east to west. along one ideological line that will ensure equity, justice, fairness, that will allow for what? For empathy, for righteousness, the bond that allows for what? For what is true, for what is democratic, for what is inclusive, for what will allow for what? For an enabling public accountability and leadership. We must be aligned around those ideologies. Once we do that, we will not be divided by what? By region, by religion, and by ethnicity. So that when we take over power, we will understand exactly how to run it.